Wow. Wow.
This is something else. This is something else.
Wow.
And you know, like what I was mentioning, that is the good news world. We are blessed because our man of God was given that grace
Yes, sir.
to explain hard sentences. These are subjects that no man can just venture. You don't just run into those.
You don't just.
Those subjects.
You don't just
unless
get into those
there is
things.
an inspiration of the Holy Ghost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, God.
Now, do you see that? That's the
Yes,
UN
sir.
Day.
Wow.
That's the biggest United Nations headquarters, permanently manned. Nobody's allowed to get there. And this is on the mountain where the angels, according to the book of Enoch, joined hands.
They agreed there.
They agreed on the same locations. Oh, they didn't get that. They didn't get that. They didn't get that. When Jesus said, the gates of hell will not prevail, he was standing at the foot of Mount Hermon. And the UN decides, we're going to build something on top of that. And then says, nobody should enter. They found a relic on the same location, gave it to the British Museum, and the British Museum has not shown it to this day. Next week, I'll prove to you that the whole war of Iraq was because of that. They were not looking for anything. They were looking for relics that they thought were enough to build the... Okay, you get it. Another week.
My God.
They all knew there were no weapons of mass destruction. Anyway, they're missing that one. I needed to get them to understand what I'm talking about, but it takes some time. It takes some time. Are you flowing or you've gone home? Are you still flowing?
Yes, sir.
Are you still flowing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So on that same location where the Tower of Babel is where even the Freemasons believe power is. I don't know if you're getting this.
We're getting it, sir.
And to the point where they were trying to build even their third degree Masonry temple. Let me show you their book called Morals and Dogma. I want you to see this bed here.
Getting this.
And when a Freemason person gets to a higher level, they are called the third degree Mason. I still see some people are falling. They are not getting it. And do you know who was the first one to be invited to that pyramid? Of course, the Pope. Do you know how many buttons are on the clock of the Pope? Of course, you guessed it. 33. I know you're not listening, but try to listen. Try to follow. I told you, don't go too far ahead. I'll miss you. You don't go too far behind. Why 33? Because that's the age Jesus went to heaven. 33. And where did he go to heaven from? You guessed it. You guessed it. But where was he transfigured? Mount Hermon. 33 degrees. And they're missing that. I wish I could just get in and shake them a little bit and shake them a little bit. I want you to see something. Can you show me the logo of the UN? Please, the logo of the UN should be very simple to find. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Some people are getting it. Some people are taking their time.
Yeah, they're getting it. They're getting it.
In a few minutes, I'll get you to somewhere. But at the moment, do they realize this? We're dealing with 33. Let me show you something. Pope John Paul I, the first Pope John Paul was made at 33. Are you still following?
Yes, sir.
Are you still following?
Yes, sir.
And ice melts at what? 33 degrees. You're getting the idea. Alexander the Great died at what? 33. You was pillaged after standing for what? 33 years. They're getting this. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Exactly 33 minutes after Apollo touched down on the moon's surface, the three stars of Orion belt would be perfectly aligned with the moon's horizon. 33 degrees. Mason Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin, the one who was there, is a 33-degree Mason. Who was on the what? On the Apollo. And landed exactly 33 minutes after touchdown. The moon's surface lining up. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can go and find anything that you want. To the point of James Cameron is actually called by us, other people, they believe is a Freemason. And it's a 33-degree Mason who filmed the film Titanic. And the opening of the film happened at 3:33 p.m.
Wow.
Now, I don't know if I have to be telling you these things, but you have to understand these things. They look, I told you they look very simple. I'm going to bigger things in a few minutes.
Wow.
You can put the World Health Organization logo there. I don't know if you are getting it. Are they getting it? Pastor, are they getting it? The
They're
way you
catching
think.
it.
You are catching it?
Yeah,
Yes.
they are following. They are really following.
Ah.
They are catching it.
Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
If you move along the third line of latitude, will take you to the ancient seaport of Tyre, part of the Phoenician Empire. One product famously produced by Tyre was purple dye. The Greek phoenix means purple. What is Phoenix, Arizona to Tyre? Is the old Phoenix, Arizona city flag. It has a maroon background, a variation of purple. They're still following the same thing. Think. This is just happening.
Is it coincidence?
Are you flowing?
Yes, sir.
Are you flowing? Are you flowing?
This is really deep to think.
The human foot has got 33 joints. The United Nations flag globe divided 33 sections. There are 33 minors. The Zion, a star basketball who is called Zion, injured one of his shoes, fell apart 33 seconds into the game. It's called Zion. And the grandest of all 33 oddities are the Great Pyramids, which sit on 33rd parallel. And yet the Bible says, I will put an altar in the middle of Israel and at the border of Egypt. In the middle of Egypt, at the border of Egypt. Wait a minute. How can it be in the middle and in the border? Read the zodiac and also what the pyramids are saying, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know if you are getting this.
We're getting it there.
Now, France Eiffel Tower, they have just put now 33 now. It's now 330 meters.
Wow.
They had to add some few centimeters there. I don't know if you are hearing me.
Yes, sir.
We're getting it there.
It is not geography that makes the connection, the number 3. The dropping of the atomic bomb, okay? The drop was authorized by Harry S. Truman, who was what? Third president of the United States. The Trinity testing grounds of the bomb lie on the third parallel. So also does Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Third. Are you still here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You are not getting it.
We're getting
So
it.
the Freemasons hold the number 33 as important to the reality of the world around us. And it is the highest level one can attain in the Scottish Rites of Freemason, the book I just showed you. Are you getting this? In the Americas, there are remains of several ancient cities sit near 33rd parallel. The ancient city of Motorville near Black Warrior in River, Alabama, is considered to be the largest city north of Mexico when it was at its peak. Are you getting this?
Yes,
So
sir.
you still have 33. That's not where we are going. I want to show you something. Are you still here?
Yes,
We are
sir.
here, sir. We
Are you
here,
still
sir.
here?
Yes, sir.
We are here and we are following.
How come they never showed what they got from Mount Hermon? How can Mount Hermon sit on third? Astana, third degree parallel. UN, third degree parallel. Everything you can think of, I was just giving you some other things that are odds and oddities, right? Oddities that were in there. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
But if you look at it, you realize that it seems as if there is some link somewhere. Here's another one you did not get. I want to show you something. Are you flowing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you flowing? Are you flowing?
flowing,
Are you
sir.
flowing? You are following. You are flowing, right?
We are flowing.
Now,
sir.
when we're looking at this, we're looking at a great king of Israel called David.
Mhm.
But David had a son called Solomon.
Mm.
Are you here?
Yes, sir.
Are you flowing? I want to show you, whenever demons are trying to express themselves, they are accurate.
Mm.
They will find a location. For example, here, sorry, but I have to say it. Here in this country, when the white community wanted to hide locations with gold, they would put a certain tree type that would line up. That if you deport, or rather, you find a white person to leave Zimbabwe, another white person will just come here and tell you where he wants to build a house.
That's true.
Because they put trees and rocks in certain formations.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was just their secret.
Mm.
To this day, that people who know exactly, if you see those trees like this and this, something is happening. So even a great child of somebody would come here and locate exactly where you don't want. You cut it for firewood. They'll come and go like, okay, I want this. I like this location. Just like the rocks. They don't like the rocks. They like the other rocks underneath. But they notice it based on what? On formations.
The mapping.
So demonic entities understand that for the underworld to have power, there should be a coordination. This is why Jesus said, if Satan casts out Satan, how will it work?
His kingdom won't stand.
This next part, you don't like it. So in what is called the Lesser Book of Solomon, all right? The Lesser Book of Solomon, it holds keys, or what are called sigils, all right? These sigils are referred to as the keys by which, or rather the seals, by which Solomon and the people that were around him, which were in the satanic world, so to speak. You know, he had many wives. And let me tell you something about the Bible. If you read closely, you realize that women had the ability to retain their gods. Oh my God. You didn't hear me. That Jacob would go and work for two women. And then the women, or rather one of the most beautiful one, lives with the gods of her father. Because women were never, if you look at it, all the kings were falling because the women never changed to the religion of the king. They brought their gods from their countries.
Wow.
Don't play around with a woman. A man can lose his God for a woman. But a woman will never leave her God for the man.
Wow.
All right. It's a powerful thing. It's a very powerful thing.
Yes, sir.
It is only the women of today that can leave their church because a certain man from the beer hall said, I want to marry you. Am I talking?
You're talking,
Yes, sir.
Are we still on the underground?
Underworld.
Yeah. And we go to the underworld because we are dealing with the
We're going.
rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole.
Because imagine, he is in there and he gets the power. And according to the Lesser Book of Solomon, I'm by no means telling you it's the Bible, but I'm trying to show you where it is so that you understand that it's an old book. Let's say this. Let's just say it's not holy, but you will be shocked by the coincidence. Am I talking to you? Am I talking to you?
You're talking, sir.
Malege dezoma gana itu maligungene.
Wow.
Vano veritunzi yane
Breaking down
lukunga
hard
nemele
sentences.
ushkagadushia.
Hard sentences. You are breaking them down.
We are on hard sentences. In a few minutes, you understand. And we are dealing with it right now.
Yes, sir.
Now, are you understanding this? Now, so he had, you see the Star of David? Yes, we might not find the Bible say, the Star of David, thou shalt take the Star of David. But we look at the Star of David on the flag and say, what is this? But if you get to the Lesser Book of Solomon, you realize that that same thing was a seal of Solomon. A seal of David that then passed on to Solomon. But he used that to control what were called the 72 demonic entities, the demonic powerhouse. I want to just show you a few of them.
We believe you are blessed. Please kindly subscribe to Spirit Flame Media for more edifying content.